Oh, hi, Frank. Sorry I'm a little bit late getting back to you. I don't know why. When I sit down to record these, I kind of freeze up. So I made a list. It's kind of weird. I spend my whole day, you know, talk to people, large groups all day long, and when I get in front of the camera, I just don't know what to say. So I have first up here, happy birthday, man. I think it's belated birthday, right? If I remember correctly, your birthday is December 3rd, right? Or that's like some D Day or something, right? So, anyways, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I hope you had a good one. And yeah. So, the next thing I got on my list here, I've written down anime. You were talking about in your last video how you like to go to anime conventions. I'm not really a anime kind of guy. You know, I grew up with Bugs Bunny and Disney, and I just, the anime. I watched anime. My daughter was, she started watching cartoons in Japan, and the cartoon she watched is called Pretty Cure. And to me, oh, sorry, I'm sick. I'm a little bit sick, or allergies and cold and all this kind of stuff. But um, she started watching cartoons in Japan, and so I would watch them with her. And to me, it's just like a glorified PowerPoint slideshow. So um, I'm just more of a kind of a Western cartoon kind of guy. I know people like anime, that's fine. Growing up, you and you were always a little touch more geeky than me. I really never did the comic book thing. You know, I love the video games. But I only went to all the comic book stuff just, because I like you. But I've still got all those comic books, by the way. Pit and what's the other ones? Lobo and all those comic books. I still have them. Oh, you might notice something a little bit weird. It's that time of the year, man. It's Christmas time, and since I'm a white guy, I gotta be Santa Claus. They have in what would basically be a dollar store. They have a Santa Claus suit, which comes with a little patch of fur that you could hardly call a beard. So when Nami was a baby, I asked my sister to make a Santa Claus suit. The suit is at work, but I brought the beard and the hairpiece home, and so I could, I guess talk a little bit about it, because I like being Santa. Our first grade students and our second grade students, they get a visit from Santa. So I work with other teachers, and they're like, we're sorry, Chris isn't here today. And I'm in another room, and I change, and I have a jingle bells. I went to the music teacher and asked, can you get some jingle bells? And I the room that I change in. Sorry, this beard is itchy. But the room I change in is right next to the room I teach in. And hold on, Oreo, what are you doing, kitty cat? I'm making a video. You gotta behave yourself. You want to get in the bag? The cat's trying to get into a bag. So anyways, I shake the jingle bells outside the window, and then the next room they can hear the bells as Santa lands onto the top of the building. And it's convenient that this room is also next to a fire escape. And I come in. The kids are so excited to see Santa. The first graders, they're 6 years old. The second graders are 7 years old. But it's really, really hard. I mean, they look over my whole body. And then, every bit of me is covered. I got gloves on. That's why these glasses, right? Because so these are real glasses, and that's because I don't wear glasses, so they're like, those are fake glasses. So I heard, come here, and put the glasses on the kids. Oh, homono des, they're real. And when a little bit of my arm pokes out of the sleeve, it's like, that's Sensei's hair. That's his arm hair. I know that arm hair. So it's just everything. You have to change the socks and the gloves and the wristwatch. But at the end of it, it's a lot of fun. I've got a stamp, a Santa Claus stamp, and everybody gets a stamp. So yeah, being Santa is fun, and I'm glad I spent the money. Did I finish saying why I originally bought this? I bought all this stuff to be Santa for Naomi-chan. So we would have a Christmas party every year, and I would have to go to work, and then I would come back. But it's what's that song? I think Andy Williams. It's the most wonderful time of the year, right? So I like being Santa, and I thought since I'm being Santa recently, I'd be Santa for you today. And I got here on my list bucket list. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but behind me is this bicycle. And I recently bought that bike. It's made by Koga, which I don't know if you've seen the series online. You can watch it. There's a guy, I think he's Scottish, right? His name is Mark Beaumont, and he went around the world and set a record. And the BBC he covered his trip. He was by himself, but the BBC covered his trip around the world, and he set a record. It's been beaten since, but he set a record, and the bike he used to go around the world was made by a company in Holland called Koga. And so one of my kind of bucket list items I would like to ride. I'm in the southern part of Japan, Kagoshima. That's the very south part. Of the main islands anyways. There's a lot of islands that go almost all the way to Taiwan. And I would like to ride basically the entire circumference of all the major islands. And I don't know. So that's really the big news. I bought that bike. And that's kind of a bucket list. I've done a lot of things. I was in the Army for 8 years and been to a lot of countries and stuff. So my bucket list has mostly been, emptied, I guess. Is that how you would say it? And so one of the things I'd like to do is I haven't really got to travel too much in Japan because I'm just working busy all the time. It'd be nice to, go see all the cities and things. And if you're planning on coming to the Olympics in 2020, that might be like the perfect excuse to try and meet you at the Olympics, but come up by bicycle. So, I don't know. Do you have bucket lists? What's on your bucket list? I'd be curious to know. Anyways, I enjoy doing these. I don't know why I feel nervous, talking to a camera. I guess you got to get natural at it, right? So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed. You could rename the series Vlogmail with Frank and Santa Claus. So, until then, anyways, till the next time, take care, and I'll see you next time.